Today I'm going to be reading another of Aesop's fables, and it is The Fox and the Crow. Once there was a large black crow that had made her nest high in a tree. The crow had a proud head, bright eyes, glossy black feathers, and a strong beak. One day, she brought a large piece of yellow cheese back to her nest and held it in her beak. The crow waved the cheese around so that the wonderful smell wafted around her. "I won't eat it straight away," thought the crow. "I shall hold it in my beak a while and think about how good it is going to taste. Then when I do eat it, it will taste even more delicious." Watching the crow from his den in the woods was a cunning fox, and he was very hungry. Even from a distance the fox could smell the cheese, and it made his mouth water. He wanted that cheese for himself. "If I can't talk a mere crow into letting me have a piece of cheese," he said to himself, "then my name is not Fox." When the fox reached the tree where the crow sat, he called out to her, "Beautiful crow, that piece of cheese is far too large for one bird. Wouldn't you like to share it with a poor hungry creature like myself?" "I went to a lot of trouble to find this cheese," the crow thought to herself. "Why should I share it with anyone? If the fox has half, then there will be less for me, and I'm hungry." The fox could tell from looking at the crow's eyes that she wasn't convinced, so he tried again. "Lovely crow," he said, using nearly all of his charm, "if you eat that cheese all at once, it will make you plump and round, and you're so lovely the way you are." The crow could see a gleam in the fox's eye. "He'll say anything to get my cheese," she thought to herself. "I'll just ignore him." So the wily fox tried a different approach. "Exquisite crow, how can we talk properly when you are so far away? I'd climb the tree and join you if I could, but foxes can't climb very high. Why don't you fly down and join me? Then we can discuss the matter between us as friends." "Ah," thought the crow, turning her back on the fox, "if he thinks I'm going to fall for that old trick, he's wrong. The minute I join him on the ground, he'll probably eat my cheese." Next, the fox tried to flatten the crow by showering her with praise. "Glorious crow," he said, in his smoothest, silkiest voice. "I've been told you have the most beautiful singing voice." The crow was pleased with this compliment, but said nothing. "In fact," the fox went on, "I've been told that you can sing more sweetly than a nightingale, who are famous for their beautiful song." The crow preened her feathers a little. She was very pleased by the fox's kind words. The fox realized his flattery was beginning to work on the crow, so he went on. "I've heard that when the song-thrusted hears you sing, he wishes that he could reach the highest notes as sweetly." This, too, was much for the foolish crow. She had just impressed the fox with her voice. Then the crow flung back her head and opened her beak as wide as she could. "Caw!" she sang loudly. "Caw!" "Ah!" cried the fox gratefully, as the large piece of tasty yellow cheese fell from the crow's beak and straight into the fox's open mouth. Careful not to let go of the cheese, the fox mumbled, "You should never fall for flattery, crow. It is most unwise to believe everything people say to you." "I may be easily flattered," said the crow, "but you are a trickster. You will go to any lengths to get what you want." "That's just the way I am, crow," said the fox, pleased with how he had outsmarted her. "No hard feelings." With that, the disappointed crow watched the fox scamper away with the cheese she had been looking forward to eating herself. The fox didn't stop until he had reached his den, Once he was safe inside, he placed the cheese carefully on a plate in front of him and licked his lips. He tied a napkin around his neck and settled down to the meal he had worked so hard to win. At last, I can't wait to eat my tasty cheese, he thought. I will dine like a king tonight. The fox ate up every last delicious morsel, and it was all thanks to the crow's foolish vanity. Always be aware of flattery. The end.